All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we are back in the 5.5 beta. And before we get this thing started, I still have a lot of you guys hitting me up asking when are you going to be able to play with these new characters in these new uniforms. And I just got to say that should be coming sometime next week, presumably before the 23rd of October. So just hang tight, boys. Update 5.5 will be live for everyone very, very soon. Till then, I just want to give you guys some more content on the beta. And as always, gotta let y'all know, man, everything you see here is subject to change. If a character looks really good, just keep in mind they could get nerfed. And if they look really bad, they could get buffed. Just keep that in mind. Game modes can always be tweaked as well. Everything is at the mercy of whatever Netmarble feels like doing. Okay, now right away, a couple of you guys gonna be like, what is this blasphemy? How dare you make a gameplay video before you showcase the queen? Boys, if it was up to me, I would be making my first gameplay video on Scarlet Witch, but many of you guys hit me up saying you wanted to see Vision in action because we've been waiting for this rework for almost a year. Honestly, if it was up to me, Vision wouldn't be getting a rework in this update. It would have been somebody like Blade or Gamora or whatever, because by looking at this update, it seems as though he was always destined to be improved, whether in the form of a rework or a new uniform, right? They couldn't do an Uncanny Avengers update without him. It wouldn't make sense. However, we are here now. He got a rework and he got a new uniform. So we're going to be taking a look at it to see how much the boy has improved. I got to say, I'm liking him now. He has much more damage, but I definitely would have liked it if they had gone a little bit further for him because he didn't really get as much as I was hoping for. He did get accumulation. He got defense down or all defense decrease, but it only applies in Shadowlands, so that's a bit unfortunate. It would have been really nice if they had made it so that this can apply on World Boss, even though it's only for 1 second. It stacks all the way up to 40%, so it would have been a nice increase to his DPS, but the accumulation is here to help increase his damage that way. So that's pretty cool. I'll play with him a little bit, and it seems as though his 5th skill, Noble Light, is definitely his most powerful skill. I cannot lie, he is fun to play. He's a much stronger character now, but I don't like the fact that many of his skills root him in place and he doesn't have a heal. So if characters have skills that can penetrate, he will take a lot of damage and he will die on you. Not very easy to kill him because the iframes, you can chain them together and the immunity is still in his kit, so that's really good. The physical immunity and the full immunity. One thing you will notice though is regardless of whether or not you're using him with this uniform, the old uniform or the base kit, you can no longer keep your vision in a state where he's completely immune to damage all the time. If you guys remember his old tier 2 skill, you could just cancel your 3rd skill immediately and use another one of his skills, and then you could just keep the immunity up all the time. He wouldn't do much damage, but he would be fully immune. So it's kind of like what happened with Captain Marvel, where they took away the ability of the character to stay fully immune to damage all the time, but they granted them a bit more power. They definitely didn't go as far with Vision as they did with Captain Marvel. Let's not even cross that, right? But they definitely improved him a little bit. I think he's much more fun to play in this uniform, or even if you're using him with the base kit, which everybody should at the very least have the universal uniform for Vision. I really like the 1 skill here because it's a quick iframe and it's very Vision in my opinion, right? 2 skill is an iframe as well, and the 3rd skill, this looks really, really cool, man. Look at this thing. I wish it lasted a little bit longer, but look at this. It looks super cool. And then I love the 4th skill where he's like fading back, the missiles just raining down, and then again you have that electric thing. It just looks really, really cool. So yeah, gotta love it. And then my baby coming in to juice up my boy Vision, you know what I'm saying, with that Noble Light. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Even without the uniform, the skills are basically the same. The only thing that gets changed with this uniform is Scarlet Witch comes in, gives him that 20% all attack buff, and he can do more damage. So what we're gonna do is take him into a little bit of World Boss so you guys can see how Vision does now. I did slap a CTP of energy on him, but keep in mind this build is far from being completed, right? There's a lot more I can do, and ultimately on my own account, I will be investing a lot more into Vision to show you guys a higher amount of damage from the character. But overall, I think Vision is in a much better place now. And if you're a fan of the character, you can take pride in building him. Okay, so let's jump into War Boss here. We're gonna do a couple runs against Thanos. What we're gonna do is a comparison between the old uniform and the new uniform, because the old uniform is basically the base kit for Vision, right? The universal uniform is no different than the base, in my opinion. And honestly, every single time I look at Vision from the front, like from the side, he looks really cool. It looks very Vision-esque. But from the front, bro, all I can see are those gym bros that come to your gym, put 135 on the bar and hit it like 5 times and walk around with their chest up like they're the swollest guy on the planet. That's what I see every single time that I look at Vision from this angle. And if you guys could tell me you don't see it, man, I don't know, maybe you've never been to the gym, but it is what it is. That's actually really funny. Whatever, we'll run him with the uniform first and then we'll see what the time looks like, and then we'll pop the universal uniform in. It would have been really cool if they had kept him with the universal tag, even with this new uniform. All right, so we're just gonna try and see how fast we can bring Thanos down to 11 bars. That's sauce. That's that Nera sauce. Okay, so the rotation with new Vision, or in Vision in general right now, is actually gonna be, I missed the Proctor a little bit. Well, not a little bit, like a lot of bits. But yeah, okay, this one should be better. Not as good as I thought it was gonna be, but the new rotation for Vision is 3 cancel 5, because you want to get the accumulation from the 3 skill, and then you want to hit the 5th skill, because that's gonna give them that 20% all attack buff from Scarlet Witch, right? And then you want to proc on your let me get out of there. Anyways, you want to proc on your 5th. After that, you want to follow up with either your 4, yo, Coulson a legend, or you want to follow up with your 2. So like that, then you can go that fade away, and then just hit them with that 2, then come back down with the 3, and yeah, right back into 5. So that's actually a pretty solid rotation. I just don't like the fact that it keeps him rooted for so long, and sometimes the toxic meteor can hit you, and characters can penetrate you when you're standing stationary. So we're gonna swap over to the universal uniform so you guys can see the difference when we don't have that 40% all attack buff, because keep in mind, this uniform is offering him 20% all attack just from the bonus, not including the 15 here. So that's 35% plus another 20 right here. So that's a lot. Let's see what the difference looks like when we take that uniform away from him, because many of us have this and will not be like in a rush to buy this if it's not a massive damage increase. So we're gonna jump back in and let's see how much longer it takes us to bring him down to 11 bars. Now, I know a couple of you guys are actually legitimately upset by the fact that Vision only got 1 skill change for his new uniform, and some of you guys, just because of that, you're not gonna buy it, and that's completely understandable. But keep in mind that if they had actually given Vision a rework, right, and then immediately give him a uniform that gave him 6 skill change or 4 skill changes even, to me, that would have signified that they just withheld stuff just for the sake of selling a uniform, right? And the thing I was talking to you guys about earlier about the whole being rooted thing, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that majority of his skills keep him in the exact same spot. So when he comes out of his iframe, right, if there was an attack that was gonna hit you previously and then you iframed, you come back out of it, and if there's any like lingering damage, it's gonna hit you, right? So that kind of sucks. And he doesn't have a heal. Now, I'm not here to complain. I'm just telling you guys what I like and what I don't like. Coulson, come through like Drake. Yo, this guy teleported. Yo. Okay. Yeah, I wish he moved around a little bit more. Like, you notice, like, basically all of his skills keep him in the exact same spot, which is not good. It's not good because when you come out, if there's any residual damage at all, like, and now we're rooted, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. It's not gonna like completely destroy the character in my eyes, but it's definitely something to consider, right? Because of the fact that he's entering and exiting the iframes at the exact same spot, it really puts him in a risky situation where if he was moving around a little bit more, he would be a lot safer. Anyways, let's actually jump over here. We'll go up against, let's do Cull Obsidian. He's probably not going to do very well against Cull, but let's actually move down to, I don't know, maybe like a 20. That might be asking for too much, but let's try it. Vision could never even do 20 with strikers before. The strikers would do more damage than him, so this should be interesting. I don't think he'll be able to do this, but we'll give it a shot. If anything, we'll drop a few levels and then try again. Let's go. Okay, so the immunity on the third is not instant. There's like a second gap before. Yeah, he can't do this. Also, the Blade Twisters and the Toxic Meteor are the worst for him because he's literally always in the same spot. So he's coming out of the iframe into the poison every single time. Yeah, he can't do this. Let's drop this down to like 10. I had little faith that he could do that, but yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And the iframes and where they start and end is quite unfortunate. All right, let's do this. The good thing about the third skill is you can trigger it even when you're really far away. So you don't have to, like, you know those skills where you basically run to the boss to like buff yourself? Like, I really hate those skills. If you guys have been following me for any length of time, you really, like, you should know, like, when a character like runs to the boss and then roars, you know, to like buff themselves, I think it's one of the stupidest things ever, right? Because they basically go to the boss to do something just for the boss to slap them in the face. Yeah, so you can do 10 pretty easily. I think maybe 15 would have been like a nice middle ground to test them on. But yeah, see, like the Blade Twisters. Ooh. Yeah, the Blade Twisters and the Toxic Meteor are really gonna be a pain in the ass for this guy in World Boss. Boys, I don't want to keep you guys too long here. Just wanted to give you guys a first look at Vision. I definitely see where he has improved, but I still think, I know you guys are gonna like give me shit for this, but I still think he has more room to improve. Right, so hopefully Netmarble will look at this just a little bit. I'm not gonna say give him more damage, but I think if anything, he needs a little bit more survivability. Maybe a heal, or yeah, maybe some like repositioning on his iframes would be nice, because yeah, even though you can chain the skills back to back, sometimes just coming out of the iframe, you're coming into an attack that you immediately like avoided to begin with. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take some time to really process what to do with Vision from here on out. He's definitely going to be a better character for Shadowland, and he's going to be a little bit better for World Boss, but will he be one that we'll be using in a couple months from now? I don't know. So because of that, I don't think I can recommend this uniform for him. So for now, I'm just going to say stick with the Age of Ultron uniform day one, and if he gets some type of improvement on this uniform or on the base kit that makes him a little bit better, then we can talk about possibly picking this up. I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna try it out for you guys when the update goes live, but I'm telling you guys, probably should wait until Black Friday for this one. Just saying, right? But we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.